like y'all got the information and the things you need to do to make it happen now. And so, not to help with just anybody is this international trainer that comes to us with over 40 years of experience. He's a six-figure ring earner and a member of the ELC, that is Executive Leadership Council. He is the first shareholder in the US of A, and he's known as everybody's coach, none other than Mr. Erik Robinson.
Thank you, Troy, for that amazing introduction. Hope y'all here. I brought my sexy voice back again. Day 2, or maybe day 3 or 4 with the sexy voice. But I'm back again with the sexy voice. Thank you, and thank you, Jackie Bowden. I just want to say thank you, Jackie, for holding it down yesterday and doing it again today. Man, she got the bug. Oh yeah, Jackie Bowden got the bug. But I can't say that because she got a catering company, so I don't want nobody to think her food's jacked up. No, Jackie got the sauce. She got that mumbo sauce. She got the sauce. She's feeling it. I love it. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to feel the energy one more time. I need y'all to come off mute. I gotta ask y'all the question. I know y'all heard it already, but I want to know, team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
Fired up.
All right. And team, what's up?
Mexico.
And who gets the green sheet?
Everybody
Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets.
Come on.
Yes.
Yes. Everybody gets your green sheet. Can y'all hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
I'm telling y'all, last night it was phenomenal. Uncle Jock, for those who don't know, because we recycling some of y'all watching live on YouTube, we did inside the studio, and Uncle Jock did something that we wasn't supposed to do. He uncovered something we hadn't talked about. We talked about it a lot. Y'all understand? We talked about it all the time, but then he uncovered something. I was like, man, you doing it right now? He doing that? Oh my goodness! I'm like, Jock, they ain't pay for this, but it was the right crew, right time.
Yes.
Well, watch what's going to happen, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. So those who locked in, those who didn't get in, Jock said we're gonna circle the block again because we really wanted to get 10. We was limited at 10. We opened up. I think we ended with like 24, but it was supposed to be just 10. So we can just make sure we can hone in with 10. And then we was like, nah, we gotta let some people in. Now some of y'all just stand on the sidelines. That's cool. It ain't for everybody. But the people who is there, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. It's like, man, who are they? Who are they? Watch what I'm saying. 30 days from now, just watch. In 30 days, y'all gonna be saying, what's up? They're gonna say, me the nero. They're gonna start singing all kinds of language. So, with that being said, Rita, I'm gonna do good for you today. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking about that $1 million focus. And so I'm gonna rewind the Alpine. There's 5 things for the $1 million focus. We did 3. So if you're watching, go back and watch the replay for yesterday. But I'm gonna recap the number 1. Number 1 for $1 million focus. You gotta have a $1 million mindset. You gotta be thinking $1 million. You gotta have a $1 million mindset. And there's a book, go read it. 10x is easier than 2x. And what they're saying is, if you're trying to make a couple $100, trying to make a couple $1,000, there's a whole bunch of ways. You know, my wife loves this water. I ain't gonna give it no name, but she likes these bottled waters. And she be buying them from Amazon. But you could create an Amazon store and make some money. I could take these recycled water. They say if I take it to if I go to Hawaii, Maine, Iowa, or Massachusetts, New York, or Vermont, if I even go to Connecticut or Oregon, I can get 10 cents per bottle. Man, I can make some money just taking her old bottles and taking them back up there, right? Now, I might not cover the gas. So there's a lot of ways of making money. Are y'all with me? To make a little bit of extra money. I can make a couple extra $100 taking recycled bottles up. But if you're trying to get rich, you narrow down all the distractions. Are y'all with me? See, if I was trying to get rich in the recycling industry, I can't just go with my bottled water. I got to create a business plan and get everybody recycled. There's people who make money in the recycling business. Are y'all with me? But that's not my gig. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is you got to have $1 million focus. So when you start focusing $1 million, you take care of number two. Number two was the pitfall of premature diversification. That means you try to diversify too soon. And see, some of y'all, we talked about inside the studio, what are you an expert? How are you defining you as an expert? What are you an expert of? Ladies and gentlemen, people pay more for experts, right? Prematurely diversifying. Yeah, you ain't got to do it all. And if you do multiple things, cool. Let's find a way to merge it together. Like somebody called her Money Mo. Did y'all hear that? Who called her Money Mo?
I did.
Yeah, that was Takesha said Money Mo. See, so Monique was like, man, I do this, I do. I said, man, do you see how easy that went, Monique? I said, you're an expert in money, right? One night, you became the expert of money. That's your brand. Just what that simple thing. The next day, they calling you Money Mo. What?
That's the name I chose.
You follow me?
Just that fast.
Just that fast. They're like, bam, Money Mo. Now she come on. I got I call you Money Mo. You're like, well, what she do? She does this, she does some taxes, she does insurance. You follow me? So you ain't got to, Money Mo is who you are. That brand just came out there because she's an expert in money. Are y'all catching that? So learning how to focus and premature diversification. When you start thinking about trying to get that $1 million focus, y'all, these are the $1 million strategies. Number 3 was the power. You got deep work and mastery. The power of mastery. You got to become a master. You know, we talked about the jack of all trades, master of none. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing. If you have an issue with your plumbing, your toilet, your sink is overflowing, could you call a handyman to come fix it? Probably so, right? You can probably call a handyman to come fix it. But if you know you call a certified plumber, who are you going to expect to pay more from? The certified plumber or the handyman from across the street?
Or the rooter, certified.
Certified.
The certified plumber, right? So we pay more for that. If you sick and you need your when you go to a specialist, you pay more for that medical specialist, right? Than you do for a general practitioner. General doctor may charge you $80 to $120 a visit, maybe that, maybe $200. But you go in there and need some corrective eye surgery. Oh, they banging you upside the head. Are y'all catching me? My dentist was like, hey, man, he's a general practitioner dentist. Boom. He's starting to do some special stuff now. But sometimes he send me out to a specialist. Get my teeth clean, put a cavity. You pay some money, pay my copay, whatever. But, man, I had to get a something else done, a crown. And that guy got payment plans over there. He sent me to the specialist. They had their own finance company. I'm like, oh, my goodness, what in the world? You want to look good?
And he sent you where, Eric? To who? To a specialist.
A specialist, Uncle Jock. I don't even know. He sent me to a specialist. I don't even know what you call an oncologist or something, some ologist, ophthalmologist or something. He sent me to a specialist. And that specialist was a lot different in payments, pricing for one tooth, like $5,000 or something like that, than I paid to get my whole mouth fixed. Are y'all with me? You pay more for that specialist. So that's why we tell y'all become an expert, because then your money goes up now. Because people rather pay for the expert. The people who ain't going to pay no way, they ain't going to pay no way. They'll buy it, especially when we talking about insurance business, they'll buy it out the magazine. You send them, if they get a flyer, they're like, oh, I get $1 a day, man, I buy from the magazine. Then another magazine comes in for 50 cents, they're going to buy from them. So those customers come on and off the books. You want somebody who values you. Are y'all with me? See, somebody told me, you think you're for everybody, you're actually for nobody. And we all got different target markets. There's enough out here in the world. But be a master at something. Y'all catch me? Be a master at something. Taco Bell probably has the blueprint. If they wanted to make chicken wings, they could try to go get a recipe and start making chicken wings. But they said, nope, we're just going to make chicken burritos. Because we had Taco Bell. We got tacos and burritos and enchiladas and some extra stuff. Are y'all with me? They mastered something. Chick-fil-A. They mastered that chicken sandwich. Then they add fries, they add stuff, but they became a master, and now they're a $1 billion corporation. Just letting y'all know. That local carryout to do everything, they making money, but they ain't branding all across the world like Chick-fil-A. Are y'all catching that? Just giving y'all some game. Number 4 is optimizing your resources. Number 4 is optimizing your resources, your time, energy, and money. I'm gonna park it right here for a little bit. See, most of y'all don't know how to effectively optimize your resources because you simply are used to equating time for money. So when you come on the, I told you there's 2 tracks, I believe, for making money. There's the educational track and then the employment track, and then there's the entrepreneur track. 2 tracks according to Eric, 2 tracks to making money, the employee track and the entrepreneur track. Okay? Usually typically 2 tracks, the employees or the entrepreneurs. So here's the thing. The educational system typically teaches you which track?
Employee.
The employees, right? You go to school since kindergarten, they're preparing you for the employee track. Now you get on the employee track. Most of y'all have probably had a job and then you start doing the employee track for a while and you start saying, man, this is not for me. Or you do it successfully and retire. Some of y'all got retirement age, and you say, okay, now what? Now you're like, I don't try to be in the employment track. I did that for 30 years, 40 years. Let me go on the entrepreneur track. Are y'all catching that? And so it's a reshift. But see, over in the employee track, you're used to time is equal money. So some people say, I don't got to do all those meetings. Why? Because I ain't making no money. See, but as an entrepreneur, you learn how to use the knowledge to generate money. It's not time. So I come and get I pay for the skills. So that's why some people don't pay for, they don't get inside the studio job. They don't understand. Why am I paying for something? Hold on. I got 2 kids that went to college. My son on a scholarship, I still had to pay some little extra money for some when he wanted to do stuff like that, do different things, right? He's got 2 master's degrees, undergrad degree and 2 master's degree. My daughter went to college. She went for a little while and stopped. But I've paid for education. They all went to private school for all 12 years. Maybe 2 years they didn't go to private school. But I paid for education. So are y'all with me? So I know what it's like. My wife got a doctorate. I know what a student loan looks like. So I know that I've paid for each of my kids probably over $100,000 plus for basic education. It'll kind of sit them down the employment track. But when I started working at the dealership, the owner taught me something. He said, Eric, I don't advertise. Why? He said, what I would spend for advertisement, I'd rather train my sales staff. So he taught me early in my employment career, I paid to get the salespeople trained. We were bringing Brian Tracy, Grant Cardone. We would bring some of the top people when nobody was even knowing who these guys was. So we was going and paying for the trainers to train the people. At one point, I would go around the country. Dealerships would pay me to go around training their sales staff. Why? Because I understand the power of paying for the training. But now we're entrepreneurs. See, we pay for those salespeople. And sometimes those classes, I told the salespeople, you got to go pay for yourself. Here's the class, go pay for yourself. And guess who ended up going to pay for those classes? The top producers. The person at the bottom, like, man, why don't y'all pay for me? This is my job. Y'all got to pay me to get trained. I see your hand, Jen, coming at you. So what am I saying to you? I understood the value of investing into my business because he was a successful entrepreneur. He taught me that. See, the employment track didn't teach me that. They teach you, hey, pay for going to school. Then once you start going to school, your job should pay for everything else, right? Your job should pay for your training. Your job should pay for your uniform. Are y'all with me? Your job should pay for this. They should pay for that. I'm a doctor. The hospital should pay for the scrub. They should pay for this. What is my uniform? I got to work at Burger King. They're going to pay for my uniform. They're going to provide me these things. The military provides you the uniforms. Are y'all with me? See, they provide you some of these things. I work for FedEx. FedEx give me a uniform. So what I'm trying to tell you is, but when you become an employee, now it's up to you to pay for your training. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't teach your team to do that, watch what happens. You'll have a group of followers at best instead of a team of leaders. And let that sink in. Because here's the thing I found out. People will go pay for whatever they want to go pay for. I got kids. They're like, I'm like, man, you bought that? You got them shoes, you got those clothes, they'll go find a way to go spend the money on the things they want to spend it on. But most people are not conditioned to spend money and resources on their own success knowledge. Are y'all catching me? It's not what the system teaches you. So when I start looking at like Experience, we got our company convention coming up. Who's registered? Like, Eric, I got to pay to get there. What? Are you kidding me? Yes. Don't miss it. But it's taking time off my job, and I don't care. Find a way. Go pawn some jewelry. Go do what you got to do. See, I can say that with all sincerity because I've done that before. That TV you ain't watching, maybe sell it on Facebook Marketplace. I don't care. I don't care if you are watching the TV. If I got a TV set and I can't afford to go travel, I'm getting rid of the TV set because I know if I get to the conference, it's going to help me buy more TVs. See, some of y'all gonna have that level of desperation that knowing what it takes to get where you want to go. Ooh. Don't get all wired up my voice. Need to take me a sip of some CEO coffee to calm me down a little bit. Ooh. So, knowing how to value, optimizing your time and your money. See, these trainings, this is the optimization. Some people don't come to the training. Why? Because they don't understand the value of what the information can do to help you turn around and go make more money. Yes or yes? See, I don't watch YouTube for silly pet tricks. Sometimes I get sidetracked, but I watch it to get educated because people are putting great content on there and I can learn from their great content. Are y'all catching me? Yes or yes? So I walk my dog 3 times a day. You know, I typically walk about anywhere between 5 to 7 miles a day. And I'm putting my headsets on and I'm listening to content while I'm walking, or I'm making phone calls while I'm walking. I'm optimizing my time. That is my office. My office is outside. While I'm walking, I'm making phone calls. Because Uncle Josh, you'll come and say, hey, Eric, what you doing? You walking? Yep. We're on the phone making calls, walking. Yesterday, it was me, you, then we were talking to Keisha, then Ashley called. I was doing all those calls. I just started doing 3-way, Dr. Meri. I spent a lot of time on the phone because that's what we do, making calls. But I was outside walking my dogs at the same time, optimizing my time. Are y'all with me? So you got a job. Sometimes you got to make your calls at lunch break. Well, when I'm eating lunch, just talk between the snacks. Yeah, Bob, so what I'm saying is, and ask him a question. I'm going to give y'all a tip. Ask him a question. Hey, Bob, tell me a little about yourself. Mute your phone first and hurry up and eat. Oh, wow. That was interesting. Really? Tell me more. Are y'all catching that? I'm going to eat and tell me more. Mute your phone first. Oh, and come back. Oh, man. You really be good at this. See, you got to learn how to eat, multitask in between things. Y'all catching that? Like, that's what you got to do. You got to find a way to fit it in. We got someplace to go because when your goal is $1 million, when you're trying to get there and you know it's possible, you got to do whatever you got to do. Are y'all with me? Maximize the time. Eric, I got too much on my plate. You probably got the wrong things on your plate. Ooh, yeah, you felt that one, Jack. Yeah, I saw that right there. The people like, man, I got a lot on my plate. Yeah, you probably do. You need to take some of it off. Right? That's how you start to become obese. Some of y'all are obese with junk. Stuff that ain't making you no money. You're overweight because you're consuming your plate with stuff that ain't getting you where you want to go. That's why I go back to 10x is easier than 2x. You got some 2x stuff on your plate. Take that stuff off. You'll start trimming and slimming down with money, making activities. Y'all catching that? You got to put the money-making activities on your plate. One of my mentors was telling me like this. He said, everybody looking for that balance. The balance between, focus and balance. So this right here is the $1 million focus. So I'm going to talk to you about the $1 million focus. And this is kind of where I got it from. This is my mentor. I wanted to talk this topic. He said, focus and balance. He said, focus and balance is typically on 2 opposite ends. He said, they don't exist at the same time, at the same place, with the same person. See, everybody's looking for balance. Balance is a comfort zone when your life is balanced. Focus is when you're running. When I'm lazily running and focused, going after a goal, my life it may be out of balance. Some of y'all was like, I was up to midnight, right? You maybe can't sleep, right? You're like, man, I can't sleep. I'm out of balance right now because I'm so laser focused. My voice, somebody said, Eric, you gotta rest your voice. I ain't got time to rest my voice. I'll catch that up when I try to find little windows. But Man, yesterday was bam, bam. Takesha Carr brought us. I said, man, I was with y'all for 6 hours. Made me realize between this meeting, that meeting, that meeting, this meeting, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, I gotta try to. I ain't have a minute to rest my voice. Next meeting, boom, BTO. Come from this meeting, go to the next. Inside the studio, bam, bam, bam. Then after I got off the call, I had a couple of other meetings I had to call, phone calls I had to make. Bam, 11 o'clock, and then I'm gonna shut it down and try to get back up again. Are y'all with me?
Then we had the ED meeting.
Oh yeah, John, we had an ED meeting. Most of the day we had an ED meeting in between. Then the man you had to meet in find windows. But Eric, aren't you trying to rest your voice? Yeah, I ain't got time. I'm out of balance. Are y'all catch that? I'm out of balance. But when you're in focus, you might be out of balance. See, most of y'all, some people trying to get to the state of balance. You're trying to get to $1 million. This is the $1 million focus. You might be out of balance. Then you get in balance and you take a break and balance your life, right? Balance yourself, collect your health. You take a break, take little small breaks in between. And that's when you're out of focus. Like we just came out from Cancun. I was out of focus. I told Mary, we're enjoying this on vacation. Doc said, Eric, what'd you do? I said, I didn't do a whole lot of this stuff. People mingling, mixing and mingling. Not me, because I've been so laser focused with March Madness. This was my time to balance, just hanging with my wife. We just were enjoying places, just sitting down, networking and talking. But I didn't do a whole lot of networking and talking. I just enjoyed myself. Didn't need to do much of nothing. It was my balance time. Are y'all with me? So now I'm back, focused. When you're trying to get rich, stop worrying about balance. I'm just going to give y'all the answer that that's a nugget. When you're trying to get rich, stop worrying about your balance.
So Eric, so you're saying being off balance, because this is a big issue. I hear people say all the time, I'm overwhelmed. I got to figure out a way to balance everything. You saying when you're running for that $1 million, or you're running for that 10x, or you're running for whatever it is you're running for, you're saying sometimes you're gonna be unbalanced. You're gonna be off balance. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely, Uncle Jock. Sometimes, if you're trying to focus and get where you're trying to go, you might be off balance. Like when I'm driving the car, let me use an example. I'm driving the car and I'm on my way to any place, but let's say I'm going out of town to Michigan. I'm driving to Michigan. I'm driving. My family's, they're having a good time sitting back. Dad, where are we going to do this? I want this to eat. What's going on? They can talk about all kinds of stuff. I am like, I'm on a highway. And Troy, you can understand, you're a former truck driver. I'm on a highway focused on making sure we get to our destination safely. That's the only thing I care about. I don't care about what you want, your fries are cold, or they didn't put a pickle on your burger. I don't care about none of that stuff. Somebody said this and somebody sent you a text message for that. I am laser focused on getting to my destination safely. I'm out of balance with anybody in the car. They don't like riding with me. They're like, man, Dad, but sometimes with Dr. Meri, we get most of our stuff done though. We rather drive sometimes because now she's focused. Because she's like in the computer. Nobody can call her, nobody distracting. And we create a lot of our things while we traveling. Because she's in the computer, I'm just talking. And she's like, Eric, man, the ideas that come to your head. And Jock, sometimes me and you be on the phone talking, I'll be traveling. And I'm like, man, let's go, let's talk. Why? Because I'm focused on getting there. And the only thing that gets in my brain is stuff that's intentional what I'm getting. I don't have no other distractions. So I can come up with better ideas in the car driving than sometimes I can sit in here because everything is so much stuff to distract me. Are y'all with me?
Yeah.
So yeah, Jock, when you focus, you can't worry about the balance. But then when you're balanced, don't be sitting there worried about the focus. Just go. So when I'm with somebody else, when I'm with my kids, my family, I'm with them. I turn my phone upside down, I'm with them. So when you're with them, when you're there, you got to be there. Are y'all with me?
Mm-hmm.
And I know some people say, Eric, well, man, you look back on life, you did all this work. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a real solid opportunity to get rich. Now, I'm not hyping it up. And if we don't go get it and laser focus, then we can sit back, be balanced, broke. I don't want to be a broke, balanced person. I've been there before. Balanced and broke as heck. I also balanced, Jock. I was laying on the floor, couldn't fall over. You know what I mean?
You couldn't fall off the floor.
Couldn't fall. You can't fall off the floor, baby. You can't fall off the floor. Like, I'm already down. What you going to do to me? You bounce. So let me get focused, right? And I may trip and fall down, but I'm going to get back up. Number 5. You got to build a solid foundation for future growth. Number 5, you have to build a solid foundation for future growth. Here's the focus mindset. You got to be focusing on the future growth. A lot of people keep focusing on now. You're looking at you right this moment. Jack, you kept saying, we saw this with Inside the Studio. We talked about this years ago. This was our first Inside the Studio, right? So we was focused on the future. Once it gets ready, when the time is right. The time wasn't right before. We tried one time before, okay, cool. But you got to focus on the future. I'm going to ask y'all, do y'all see yourselves? We said our goal. Anybody knows our team goal right now? Our team goal, what's the executive director? What's our team goal mission?
100 executive directors.
100 EDs by when?
2026.
By the end of 2026. January 1st, 12:01 a.m. 2027. I'm specific with the time. When the clock strikes January 1st, 12:01, 2027 Pacific Standard Time, which gives people in the West Coast a little bit of time. So that's going to be 12:01. That's going to be like 3:01 East Coast. When that clock strikes then, we need to have 100 executive directors in the system. Are y'all with me?
From our USAX hierarchy.
Just from our USA hierarchy, yeah. So I'm looking down the future. See, so some of y'all got to be thinking, not me getting to ED, I got to have a couple of executive directors on my team. And so how do you get to the future? You crush right now. But you do right now so you can prepare for your future growth. So what I got to do, I'm going to wrap up in 1 minute. If it's you on my team, I'm mastering the special 4-step system. I'm like going to be a 4-step system master. I'm mastering the blueprint. I make sure I'm going to master a few handful of products, right? There's 4 things I tell you for the insurance business. You got a customer acquisition, you got recruiting, team building, and admin. I'm going to master those 4 things, like freaking master it.
So Eric, when you say master it, right? Because I know some people say, man, I've seen it 2 times. I've seen it 3 times. What's mastering?
Master means I can stay with my eyes closed. You turn off the power, I can stay with my eyes closed. You wake me up, I can do it. I can do it again.
So pertaining to what you're talking about, everybody should be able to master or give the class that they're taking in those steps.
Everybody should be able to get a class at any time. You should be able to train, teach on it. You should be able to train and teach on it. Boom, 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 boom. Well, how's that going to make me any money? Because most people don't know how to make money. They keep worrying about how to make money. See, let me stop. Give me 30 seconds, Troy. Here's the problem. Most people would tell you about how to make money. They ain't make no damn money. Well, you got to do this and you got to do that. I'm like, how you know? I don't say that, but my brain is saying, I got as a leader, I gotta listen. And I'm saying, how the hell they know what you got to do? I'm giving them the system. They telling me what you got to do. Like, Joker, I can see everybody's pay on my whole hierarchy. Well, Billy Bob said this and Billy Bob said that. Billy Bob ain't make no money, but I can't say that. But I'm like, hey, you want to go follow Billy Bob? Go for it.
Yep.
Billy Bob got a track record? Go for it. Do Billy Bob. They come in, Eric, but you know what? Why you got to do this, you got to do that. Then we give y'all a freaking blueprint. Let's go master the blueprint. Period. Master the blueprint. Who gets the green sheet?
Everybody.
DJ, that was supposed to be your cue. All right, DJ slipping today. Who gets the green sheet?
Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets.
So back to you, Mr. Troy Gandy. That's what master is. And I see some hands up. I know Jen had a hand up, and I'm gonna turn it over to the Index Voice Inspiration, Mr. Troy Gandy.
Right, all right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll tell you, it seems like the recap is where it's at. And the recap, the follow-up, and the money is in the follow-up. The money is today, it's in the recap. We've been recapping some good stuff. With that being said, we are now ready for our Annie Willie inspired recap moment of the day. And the hands are up, and I'm gonna give the baton first to the first leg of the day, Miss Takesha Carr.
I didn't realize my hand was up, but yeah, I'll take it. I was an
Gonna hit
accident,
you,
but
and then
I'll
I think
take
we're
it.
gonna hit Jen.
Look, stay ready, don't have to get ready. One thing you said I love is about mastering the system. And I tell people all the time, like our team, if I get on the 4-step training system, well, I'm on it every week, but when I'm there and I look around and I don't see the team, I'm constantly, hey, where you guys at? If you cannot present this, you need to be on this call. If you have not mastered it and you can't present it on your own, you need to be on the call. Where you at? So I like that so much, Coach Eric. Thank you so much.
All right, all right. Thank you, Mr. Keisha Carr, for bringing it into the zone. And Miss Jen, did you have your hand up first? Did I miss that one? Yeah.
No, I was just doing it to get back into the panelist side because my computer froze, so I had to sign in from my phone. So that was the only reason why.
All righty then.
Thank you.
Well, we got a second leg waiting, and she is ready. And now we're gonna pass it on to Miss LaShonda Durden. Come
Okay.
on with it.
So focus and balance operate in two separate ends. We don't want to be a balanced broke person. That's enough.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Oh man, she got it before I even had a chance to start the clock. That's what you call smoking and ready to run with your business to the next level. I hear you. And that being said, we're going to pass the baton now on to the professor himself, Mr. LaCole Elijah Pye.
Good morning, good morning. Thank you, Eric. I want to talk about the aspect of paying for something, Mr. Eric. Sacrifice is essential. And no matter what we do in life, we either have to pay a sacrifice. It's just for us to choose when to pay it. Because it's either you pay for it today or you pay it for tomorrow. And I'd rather pay for it today. It's just that when we talk to people about taxes, right? The tax later or the tax advantage. You want to pay the tax now and get the benefit of that tax-free tomorrow. The same thing with life, the same thing with business. If you don't pay for it today, you're going to pay for it tomorrow. But you got to choose when to pay for it. But one thing I can tell you for sure is tomorrow is not going to be cheaper than today. So that's what I have to say. Back to you, Mr. Clark.
He bring it into the zone with some smoke, I tell you. And we're going to now pass the baton on to Mr. Lou, the next ED, Mr. Kamal Whitmore. Run your business, sir.
Good morning. I don't know if you guys caught what Coach Eric was talking about when he was talking about balance, because we talk about work-life balance, and work-life balance is a myth. If you follow the standard American financial plan, you're gonna retire broke. So work-life balance is a myth to have you follow that plan. That's like saying I'm trying to get drown air balance. I'm trying to get drown air balance. If you drown and you know you out of balance, you fighting for everything to get that air. So the work-life balance that we were taught in our public schools is one that's going to make you drown. I heard Will.i.am say in a talk, he was saying it's not work-life balance for the entrepreneur, it's dream reality balance. How much time you gonna spend in your dream and how much time you gonna be in your reality to make sure that dream occur. So that's where we at. There's people on this team, this CEO meetup, we in dream reality balance. We not in work-life balance. Because that work-life balance is gonna make you broke. So that's my leg.
Woo-hoo. All right, all right, all right. Thank you for bringing it into the zone. And now I got a short zone this time. We're gonna pass the baton on to none other than Miss Jackie Ballard.
Yeah. Y'all know when I say, man, this call is everything to me, y'all. This call is so good. I'm so grateful to be a part of this call. I want to share why I say that. I've worked for the government, I think 17, 18 years now. I have been a part of hundreds of trainings and conferences and workshops. Let me share with you guys, not one of them, not one of the trainings and the conferences that I have attended with the government can come even close to what we get here. Not even close. Some of the trainings have been, and they pay hundreds of dollars or probably even more than that for us to attend these functions, these trainings. And some of them are so bad, I have to do put the church finger up, the tiptoe out to go in the bathroom. And most of the time I don't return because you have someone standing up in front of you, reading to you word from word. And in my brain, the way it functions, I'm like, oh no, I can't do this. I gotta go back to my office. I need to get this and this done. This is a waste of time for me. I'm not getting anything out of it. So when you hear me say, man, this call is everything, this training is everything. Social media training last night was everything. I'm real about that because I have experienced the worst. The church finger training. We got to put church finger. So thank you, Coach Eric. Thank you, Uncle Jock, again, for pouring into us, for shaping, molding, and building us to be better entrepreneurs. I appreciate that.
All right, all right. With that being said, that is the last leg up until we get ready to run.
Hand up.
I see. I didn't see him. I see him now, though. We got one more leg to run. Looks like, unless there's another hand that goes up after, and that is the man called Money. The baton is yours. Money, money, money.
Sorry for that, brother. I had to join to get this thing here because I was locked out the box for a minute. But the one thing I'm thinking that what I heard what Eric say before, when you're talking about mastering yourself, that is you trying to do so you could be almost perfect on what you're doing. Because because the one thing that we want to do one day is to be a master at this. Because I heard him talk about drill till you kill it, right? So you want to be a master. So he's working to be a master. That's when you're going to be perfect in every sense when you're doing your business and working your business. It's almost perfect. So it's almost like it's okay, I might mess up the wrong word. God dang it, I'm messing up this one word, but it's autoplane. Autopilot. There you go. That's why I like. That's why I like your ball here, brother. So, autopilot like that. So it's moving on autopilot. So because it ain't nothing, it's almost because it's perfect. What they used to say we sometimes, it's like it's moved from airtight to elite. Your business is elite. So they look at, they say that is the letter. That is the example of what a business should be, because it's perfect. It's just the best it could be. That's what I want to say, brother.
All right, all right.
Is my hand not shown that I raise it?
Who was that?
You got something, Annie?
Yeah,
It
my
was
hand.
up, then it went down, man.
It says hand raised.
Well, the floor is yours.
It's all yours, Miss Annie.
Okay, phenomenal training, Eric. Thank you. I just want to say thank you for the focusing strategies. You know, these strategies are used by the world's most successful men and women. And actually, our ability to focus will determine our future. So let us start now. Because if we are not successful and focused, 10 years later, it's still as a result of lack of focus. I also want to add that we should know that our habits will determine our future as well. So it's time to restart. Like you show example of a locomotion, you know, a train yesterday to be pushed and it can go to anywhere they want to, can get to the universe, everywhere. That was very impactful. I raised my hands yesterday to say that the elementary analogy that you said about climbing a steps, bypassing your living room, getting to your bedroom was enormous. It was an eye-opening to me because Dr. Teresa has a downline or a business partner, I like to call, in the person of Kamal. Kamal came here and said, I'm going to be the next Edie. Yeah, watch out. He's going to be. And of course, it is obvious on the scoreboard. He is always setting a high goal and making it happen. In a group, we set goals every time. Sometimes we play very small, but this training and even the other coach, our indisputable coach, Elijah, has been making us set good goals, big goals. It is a good strategy. Thank you all for letting me share. I've been under the weather, but I'm coming up slowly. Thank you.
Troy, you're on mute. Troy, you're on mute.
All right. Thank you, Miss Annie, for bringing it into the zone for us. We can't cut off the one that inspired it all. So forgive us all, you know, and no shade to anybody. But now we got another hand that's up and is ready to run the business, and we getting a lot of business ready to run right now. So let's get it on, Miss J. Bright.
Hey y'all. The awesome training. Awesome. You said something about and when you were talking about the employee entrepreneur and the desperation. Sometimes we look for other sources of motivation. Your motivation should be in you. Optimizing your time and talking about being obese on junk. What's on your plate? What are you eating? What are you feeding your mind? I always teach that spiritually. What are you teaching? What are you feeding your spirit? What are you feeding yourself? I posted this yesterday. I have these little MAI nuggets, and we tend to normalize poverty and poor health. How about we normalize being healthy and wealthy? I'm the bloodline breaker for my family. My growth mindset is a game changer. We have to change our mindset. A lot of us come from, I stood in the giveaway lines, ate the government cheese and the butter or whatever. He said about looking forward, look to the future, not your right now. So are you hungry enough? Are you desperate enough? Can you see the $1 million? Can you taste it? Can you touch it? That's not our normal. That needs to become our normal.
Yes, man.
Everybody's smoking and ready to run their business now. I tell you, hey, coach, everybody's coach said it. He said, look up in a couple months from now and see where everybody's business is running. And you can see it right now. It's already taken off. And that with being said, we're going to give it for the anchor leg. Miss Jackie, you're going to bring her up.
And now it's time for our champions recap. So the notes you missed, you're about to receive them. Right now, I'm introducing our recap nationalist specialist, Ms. Rita.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you. All right. We started this morning with the Inside the Studio recap. I'm going to say everybody said, well done by Coach Erik and Uncle Jock. It was timely. It was about creating your brand and understanding the opportunity that we have in the social media space. We can change the game. This class gave a lot of inside information. We don't see ourselves as others see us. We can work together, boost each other up, and we all win. It was phenomenal. It was a master class. When you are owning your own platform and stage, you can bring who you want to the platform. It was about the lighting and being professional. Amazing, well worth the investment. How we promote each other, how to be an influencer and change it to cash. It was inspirational and eye-opening. Be intentional about branding. Then go Google yourself and you will be there. Watch what happens when we start moving together. The $1 million focus. Number 1, $1 million mindset. 10x is easier than 2. You have to think $1 million. If you're trying to get rich, narrow down all the distractions. Number 2, the pitfalls of premature diversification. Don't diversify too soon. How do you define you as an expert? Number 3, the power of deep work and mastery. Don't be a jack of all trades and a master of none. Become an expert. Be a master at something. Number 4, optimizing your resources, time, energy, and money. 2 tracks for making money, employee track, entrepreneur track. The education system teach you the employee track. Time equals money. You have to make a shift when you go to entrepreneurship. You use knowledge to generate money, not time. As an employee, your job should pay for your training. As an entrepreneur, it's up to you to pay for your training. Most people are not conditioned to pay for our own success and knowledge. This morning call is an optimization. Optimize your time. Multitask. Find a way to fit it in. Do whatever you got to do. Maximize your time. Take some of those things that's not making you money off your plate. Do money-making activities. Focus and balance do not exist at the same time and same place. Balance is your comfort zone. Focus, you are running your life for your life, and you may be out of balance. You're trying to get to $1 million, you may get out of balance. Take a break, then come back to focus. When you're trying to get rich, stop worrying about your balance. And when you balance, don't worry about the focus. We have an opportunity to get rich. Don't be a broke, balanced person. You can't fall off the floor. You may trip and fall, but get back up. Number 5, build a solid foundation for future growth. You can't just look at you now. Focus on the future. 100 EDs by the end of 2026 from the USAX. How are you going to get to the future? Crush it now. Master the 4-step system and the blueprint. Master the 4 components for your business. And what does it mean to master it? Being able to say it with your eyes closed and being able to present the information. That's it. That's all.
Miss Rita.
Yes, Miss Rita.
Miss Rita. Miss Rita. And I'm going to say powerful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So at this time, we're now going to bring up everybody's coach, Coach Erik Robinson.
Ooh, thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Miss Rita. Man, you always you have a gift of making anything somebody says seem special. Like you're able to put it back in place. You're our own real life AI. I was going to say thank you, Uncle Jock, for amazing training inside the studio. I was going to say thank you to all of y'all, all the people who attended. Thank you for coming and sharing on this platform today and letting people know and just applying some of the things you're learning, you're using. So that was a big thing to come out here and actually apply it and talk about it. So we appreciate you for that. Y'all, let's go do it. This Saturday, a couple of quick announcements. For those who won the March Madness, I think is it tomorrow night? Well, I can't tell y'all. If you won the March Madness, check a look for your email. I can't say it out loud. But y'all know who's supposed to be there. And y'all got the thing. Y'all know when it's going down. So if you did it, you know where it's at. Y'all know, right? Right, we got it, coach. So you know where it's supposed to be and when it's supposed to be and be there. And so just Saturday, we got our special forces system training. So make sure you get your team there Saturday. And I'm gonna turn it over to the man who we call the professor. He got the dump trucks full of nuggets. He got the straight nuggets straight back from home. He got the real African gold nuggets. He got that, the nuggets and the diamond mine. So Nicole Elijah Prize, Executive Director Extraordinaire out of Georgia. Take us home, sir.
Mr. Eric, just want to give some update. I know you guys were running the Mad Madness, and I could see the impact and the result coming from out of there. And I believe that out of that, most people must have qualified for the entrepreneur launch, which is today. It's tonight. So people should check and see if you get the email for the entrepreneur launch to attend. One thing about that is an exclusive training session. And Erik and Dr. Meri have done that training before and it was very impactful. So don't miss it. Another thing about it is that when you finish that training, you register and attend. At the end of the day, the next day or 2 days after, check your email. You get a link that you can go to the Experience store and pick any item and they mail it to you for free. These are things that you can also share with your clients. So I just want to put that information out. And also today, I think whether they have the Spanish BT product training, just those few announcements. So thank you. Back to you. Thank you for giving me the chance.
Thank you so much, Nicole. You're right. And our team, I think we had like the most we have done that. We had like 30 something people qualify for the entrepreneurs now. That was almost like 34 people. So please attend the entrepreneurs now tonight. If you qualify, make sure you register and attend, like Nicole said. Check the list. With that being said, y'all, get out of here. Go do your thing. DJ, take us home.
Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets.
We got guns in the big, and we wanna just play, and everybody knows. Everybody on it. Come on, get it, on that head. Come on, Nazi, come on, Nazi. Yeah, come on, get up, get it, yeah. Go get it. The party over here.
Want to take it? I don't know who's the big sister. I think Tawana got you, Gaji. But Jet still's the dancing champion.
Why she looking like my son today?